Nintendo hacker Gary Bowser sentenced to prison. Oh my God. So we got all this to talk about and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
It's Friday. We got too much shit to do. Play it.
It's 8 o'clock and we're ready to rock.
Yes. It's 8 o'clock and we're ready to rock. And let's get down to it, ladies and gentlemen, which we're going to bring you some updates really quick about what happened on Wednesday. And of course, it has to do with Nintendo Direct, which they spit out a lot of stuff there, Willie. And let's talk about it. Let's bring up the updates right quick about that.
This is part of the segment that I like to call the Miami Geeks catch up. Hold the catch up. Because fuck catch up.
Yes.
Anyway. So, Nintendo Direct. We didn't get to talk about it on Wednesday because Wednesday real life took over. They announced a lot of stuff. And I like how Maximilian Dude said it when he was watching the Nintendo Direct. They should rename the Switch console to Portland. Because there's so many fucking ports. But we'll get there. First, new games. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Alright? Another Dynasty Warrior style Fire Emblem game. Okay? Mario Strikers Battle League. I like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're putting Salmon Run in Splatoon 3. So, think Call of Duty Zombies, but Salmon. It was in Splatoon 2. No big deal.
Okay, cool.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm dying for this game, especially since now he has mouthful mode. The memes. Just put up all the memes. Put them up. Everywhere. Put it. World of memes.
Yeah.
Kirby is coming into your nightmares.
Oh yeah, he's going to be there for sure.
A new sports title called Nintendo Switch Sports. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Those are the big names as far as new titles. Now here come all the ports. Ladies and gentlemen, these will all be coming to your Nintendo Switch now or in the near future. Get ready. Portal. Advance Wars 1+2. No Man's Sky. Front Mission First and 2 and Second. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection. Chrono Cross. MLB The Show 22.
Jesus.
Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series. You remember Klonoa? Neither do they. You're gonna get a on a hardcore mode for Metroid Dread called Dread Mode, one hit death.
Damn.
As well as a rookie mode. Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. They almost won E3. They didn't announce Mother 3. And they're also bringing 2 Point Campus, Lego Brawls, Demon Slayer, Getsu Fumaden, Zombie Army 4, Triangle Strategy, which is actually good, Live Alive, which was a Japanese game that never came out here from Square Enix, and A Partridge in a Pear Tree.
Yes, and let's just be known, ladies and gentlemen, if you feel that we missed anything, by all means, go to the links down below. We have it in the description area where you can see all this that we're talking about and much more. Now, let's continue on, Willie, because it looks like Microsoft is coming up with some things now for PlayStation, and as Activision on PlayStation will last past existing agreement. So it's going to pretty much saying that we're going to be able to play all these other games that they have for the PlayStation. Is that correct, Willie?
Yes.
Okay. So so now all the PlayStation users out there can actually calm down, relax. Activision and Xbox are not going to take the pre-existing stuff from us because it's still there. There's an agreement to keep this going, but it looks like Xbox is going to try to do something though, and is trying to do something with Nintendo. What seems to be the deal with this, Willie?
We've talked about it before. How there's conversations between Microsoft and Nintendo about possibly having Game Pass on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, we talked about last year and more,
which would be enormous. This isn't the console wars of the '90s where Nintendo and Sega would throw insults at each other left and right. This is a more cordial time. The only ones throwing insults are the 18-year-old boys on Reddit that can't get over the fact that, no, you have to like PlayStation. Where do you like Xbox? Get over it.
It's yeah.
Well, most importantly, though, Microsoft says yes, they're going to all the Activision games that were headed to PlayStation are still headed to PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual quote: Activision, Sony, and Microsoft focus on language like honoring all commitments, abiding by contractual agreements, and honoring all existing agreements.
Okay.
But
here's the but, guys. I told you.
Here's a little quote you have to throw in there. According to
Yes.
Bloomberg, Microsoft, quote, plans to keep making some of Activision's games for PlayStation consoles, but will also keep some content exclusive to Xbox. Could that be just modes? Could that be just a early access? Could it be entire games? Who knows?
Who knows? But I'll probably go for the modes and early access, like for sure. I'll aim for that right there.
Either way, the advantage that Xbox would have over PlayStation is that, okay, Call of Duty came out. Make sure to pre-order it on PlayStation. You can play it first day on Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
Oh, it's gonna.
Yeah. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think what Microsoft is doing is gonna like it's gonna be a big news, especially that they're gonna be doing some talks with the Nintendo and trying to see if they probably put a Game Pass on Nintendo Switch and stuff like that? I don't know. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments down below and let's talk about it. Now, of course, another thing that we missed on Wednesday was the Wolf. Well, I'm not saying we missed. We didn't bring the show on Wednesday, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it, which is the Wolf Among Us 2. It's set for 2023 release. And I have to say, this trailer is hot. I like it. It's hot. And of course,
it looked good.
And of course, the Game Awards showrunner Jeff Keighley was pretty much doing the whole presentation about this, with Tall Tales confirming that it's gonna come out next year, and it just looks really good. I've never played the first one. Is that sad of me? I mean,
it's extremely sad of you.
Yeah. So you can rest assured that once this game comes out, I'm getting both 1 and 2, put it on my PS5, and I'm gonna do a live stream about it. Because to be honest, I like these type of games. I just don't like the Resident Evil. Oh my god, the Walking Dead one. Because God knows I don't want to slip my wrist after those games. No sirree, no Bob.
Listen,
those games are just depressing.
Fuck that game. Because it made me feel, and I don't like feeling.
Oh no, and fuck you guys, just to get my first trophy, and it has to be that game that I literally bawled in the end of the first one, and I was like, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play the others. I'm not. The choices were like, whatever, I could do all the choices because whatever, it's all about choices, and you choose the right path. But that end, nah, it's okay. I'm good, thanks.
No. I can't.
Yeah. Another thing that happened on Wednesday, or I think during this week, was Sony's AI's first major product is the first learning Gran Turismo racer. So, and in other words, they're going to be learning our moves, like kind of like a Terminator style, right?
Even worse.
What? Because
this is Sony and Polyphony Digital's a much ballyhooed collaboration. Remember we talked about it on Monday.
Yeah.
Was basically creating an AI that can outrace racers. So what do you think that thing is going to do to us?
Beat the living crap out of us, technically.
More importantly, what do you think it's going to do to Surge? He might have to give up the controller.
He might. That lifestyle? Yeah, forget it. Stop.
He might have to give up the controller.
So wait, so here's my question. So this game is gonna have some high, like really high thinking AIs, and they're gonna do everything possible to beat us. And at the rate that they're gonna do it, they are gonna beat us.
They're gonna do everything possible that they're not doing already.
Yeah.
I love racing games. I never said I was very good at them.
Oh no, so do I. But the thing is that I'm thinking about it is that if we're gonna have these AI games playing against us, and they're gonna make them extremely difficult to the point where they kind of like know our maneuvers and stuff. So what? We have to challenge ourselves to stop a certain maneuver to beat these maneuvers, for they can learn that maneuver and then beat us again. So then
No.
later on,
The
they're just
AI,
gonna be.
the AI is not so it could learn how to drive like us.
No, it's to
The
beat us.
AI is so it can learn how to drive better than actual racers.
Oh.
So if you basically if you couldn't beat Gran Turismo before, you ain't never sniffing first place now.
No. This game is gonna be the taskmaster of all games.
I'm not happy about it.
No, nor do I. I'm pretty sure that you guys want to disagree about it or agree with this. Please, again, comment down below, because I don't know. I as much as I really want to buy this game, now I'm worried about this AI whooping the dog crap out of us, and we'll never be first place unless we do some sort of tactical move that it's not gonna like, and then we beat by cheating, which that's a word I frown upon saying. But still,
Listen,
comment down below.
I'm
Let's
gonna
talk about
get it. I'm gonna get it because I don't like myself, and so therefore I'll be perfectly at home playing this game.
No, definitely. Now, in other news, Willie, original Halo composer sues Microsoft over unpaid royalties dating back 20 years ago. That's cold. That is cold.
That is
20
wrong.
years of unpaid royalties, dude. Like, why? Like, why now? Like, why all suddenly they're trying to do this, Willie? Why couldn't they do this a couple of years back and stuff?
I'm sure they was trying to find a way to resolve it amicably, but I don't know what. I mean, because remember when the lawsuit's announced,
Yeah.
there's always some beforehand. Hey guys, let's try to fix this before we have to take it to court and all this bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah.
So it's not just oh, I just realized you haven't paid me 20 years ago. I'm suing.
No, yeah. I mean,
Still,
from when it shows here, it's just nuts, dude.
Microsoft has enough money to throw $70 billion at Activision,
Twice.
but it can't spend money to pay the gentleman who created the theme to Halo.
Which is by far iconic.
The two gentlemen, Marty O'Donnell and Mike Salvatore,
Yeah.
were the ones that created the Halo theme.
It's iconic,
Like,
dude.
seriously? Like, that is some of the most iconic music in video games, and they're still fighting over money?
I'm baffled about that, to be honest.
And what they're trying to do now is not just get their royalties, but now they're looking at the possibility of blocking the TV show.
That's
Like the TV,
well, you know what?
like the TV show. The TV show doesn't have enough problems. It hasn't been, in development for 43 years.
But it's funny because remember we talked about it the day it aired, and we're like, how come they didn't put the Halo theme song, which is an iconic theme?
Now we
This
know.
is probably why. This is the reason why it has to, like, hands down. This is the reason now. Now we understand.
Now we know.
Yeah,
Now we know.
and knowing is half the battle, right?
Play it.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Force me to do that.
I love it. I love it. I have to force it because it's amazing. But still, this is stupid. I think Microsoft can fork up the money. They have all the money to even make this happen, and I don't know why they're not doing this. Dude, they had. Meh, you know what? Fuck it. It's
Listen,
true though.
It's sad to think. Okay, Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, can find enough money to pay the 20 years of royalties in his sofa cushion.
Yeah, and dry his tears, all his happy tears with $100 bills and stuff.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
throw
dude,
stacks
seriously.
of hundreds at him and just say, "Let me know when to stop."
Yeah,
Eventually, they'll get concussed and they'll forget that they even have money.
right. But dude, it's just sad, and I honestly think that they should just pay him. Like, stop holding back. You got enough money to give them that and like more technically, and I'm with them. I'm totally with them, dude. Sue them. Fucking get your money's worth. You need it.
Make your money.
Yeah. And speaking about lawsuits and stuff, Willie, Bowser is sentenced to more than 3 years in prison. No, not the Nintendo Bowser, and no, not the character Bowser, but Gary Bowser, who we talked about last year, if I'm not mistaken, about
Yes, we did.
that Nintendo pretty much caught on to him and his team for doing all these mod hacks for the Nintendo Switch, which apparently Nintendo suffered 65 million in losses due to all the console hacking and stuff that him and his team executor, caused on during those years. So yeah, this guy is gonna get 40 months or 3 years, if that's the same, right? Yeah, give or take.
Nearly 3 years.
Yeah. So I don't know. Look, I know crime doesn't pay, and I know sometimes that these games are expensive as hell, but I don't even know where to cite on this one, to be honest.
Listen,
it just
Gary
sucks
Bowser.
Yeah.
Gary Bowser was the public face of Team Executor,
Yeah.
so he had the most to lose.
Yeah.
I still like to imagine that Bowser, the dragon turtle thing, is in like in his office in Nintendo headquarters, and all of a sudden he gets arrested by Koopa Troopas. But yeah, not only is he sentenced to 40 months in prison, he pled guilty. He agreed to pay Nintendo $10 million in damages and pay a $4.5 million fine. My question is, how much fucking money did this man make?
Dude, I'm asking the same question because he was pleading guilty. He's like, yeah, fine, I'm going to give you the 10 million, which makes me wonder still, how much money does this man got? And I know it's not in a bank, or maybe in a Swiss account because, whatever reason, or maybe under a mattress, the Italian way. But still, how much money this guy got or still has or making from all this stuff, dude? It baffles.
Just so we know, just so everyone knows, they did the majority of the work on the DS and the 3DS.
Okay.
Team Executor would make the R4 cards that you would use to load up with custom ROMs. And they were doing something. They also did something similar for the Switch. Listen, I've said it for the longest time. Don't fuck with Nintendo's money.
Nope.
Like
go after
Sony and Microsoft,
kids and everybody.
So yeah, Sony and Microsoft, they'll get mad. They'll be like, don't do that, and they might sue you and stuff like that. Nintendo will come for you.
Big time.
You will face the freaking humiliation of having big burly guards with Nintendo patches on their fucking shoulder bars. Okay, just fucking walk you out. They will perp walk you down your own fucking street. They will shoot your dog in front of your kids. They will piss in your gas tank. Nintendo does not fuck around.
Those little sayings, it's as bad as it sounds. I couldn't help but laugh, dude.
Seriously, imagine two SS-looking motherfuckers dragging you out of your house and walking you, like parading you outside your fucking house. Then they get on their fucking Mario Mobile and tie you to the back bumper.
Yeah, dude, you know what? That's terrifying. That is terrifying, and I can imagine that would happen. But you know what, dude? It is what it is. I have to put it that way. I don't want to agree with Bowser, but I don't want to sit there and disagree with the actions as well. It is what it is. If you got caught, you do have to face the consequences, dude. But the people that you're fucking with is the ones that I would not even dare bother. I'll be like, you know what, Nintendo? Oh yeah, no, I don't mess with that. No, I'm good. It's like almost it's almost like a mob movie. You don't mess with the Italians, you don't mess with the Yakuza, and you don't mess with those guys. You don't mess with them. None.
You know what? The Yakuza doesn't mess with fucking Nintendo.
You know what? You're absolutely right. They won't. They know better.
You see these huge tatted up motherfuckers in Japan, and they see Nintendo. They go, "Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir."
Go ahead. No problem. Hey, I like your Wii. Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
I like Wii. I play. Why did I sound Russian all of a sudden? I don't know.
Really, man. You know what? Either way, it's just hilarious. But still,
it's funny. It's funny.
It is. But so we have that going on, ladies and gentlemen. And also this week we also had, or got the privilege of seeing, the Jurassic World Dominion trailer. And I have to say, I am all in for it. I think this movie is gonna be badass. I can't wait for it. And not just only because, of course, we have Chris Pratt doing his thing, and the whole cycle. We get Blue with the baby and all that stuff, but we get the original 3 from the first movie in this movie. I'm more than excited. And I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the Jurassic Park movies I've never been happy for. I'm like, whatever, it is what it is, until they made Jurassic World, and I thought that Jurassic World was actually pretty awesome. But this one here, okay, I'm all in. I want to see this one. I want to see it.
Okay, I want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
First, yes. In addition to Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard reprising their roles from the Jurassic World movies, we're also getting back Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and the Goldblum.
Yes, the man.
But I have to ask this.
Please.
Is it just member berries, or do you really like the movie?
I like the way it's going. It's not stuck in Jurassic Park. It looks like we're in a real world situation happening now, and we have dinosaurs all over freaking the states. So it kind of gives me like in that point that, okay, we're off the freaking island, and now we're seeing some serious shit happening now, and I really want I want to see that. Plus, yes, the member berries are a huge part of this because of the trio is there, and I need to see them. But I do want to see what's up with this whole thing with the dinosaurs in the States and see what's going on, what's cracking. I feel like there's more to that.
Maybe it's because I've fallen off a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Jurassic World was a good movie for what it was, but I didn't see the sequel. And looking at this one now, all I say is, wouldn't Alan Grant and Eddie Sattler been involved with this way before? Like, why are they getting on the bus now?
I think for that we might know a little more watching this movie, but I have a feeling they kind of like drifted away because they want no part of it. Because as you can see, we see Dr. Wu, I think his name is, the one that's actually, I think he's actually the main. I think he's the main bad guy in the whole series, because not only in these movies we see him that he's trying to collect all the samples and whatnot, but in the cartoons he's a major role in this movie as well. So there's a lot of connections and things that's going on with this, and I personally think that this movie is gonna be like a tremendo chain of events that we're gonna be triggering. And of course, talking more about what happened in Jurassic Park 1 and why they kind of like ignored the rest of the movies, and now they're back. Even though Goldblum was in the last movie, and he was kind of like in and out in certain movies, if I'm not mistaken. Which I saw him, I think I saw him in one in a courtroom, and he still did the whole thing like, why are we playing God? Why are we doing this type of shtick?
Yeah,
which is fine.
I see him being the one saying, "Listen, I told all of you fuckers." I see that. But why is Sattler and Grant coming back now? It's like, oh, now we're interested? Yes. I'm sure that the movie will tell us. I'm just telling you how I felt at that moment.
No, I understand. But you know what? We'll find out more about that once the movie comes out. And shoot, well, let's see how it goes. Because I will go to the theaters for this one. I want to see this one in the theaters. But another movie I do want to see in the theaters is Lightyear, which we got another trailer for it, and we got a little more in depth into it, because of course the first one we saw was just a teaser trailer. Fine, cool. I was excited. I'm even more excited about it now because not only we get to hear Chris Pratt. Jesus, so many Chris's.
Wrong Chris.
Yeah, we get to hear Chris Evans talk as Buzz Lightyear in this movie, but not only that, we get to see the Emperor Zurg. And Zurg or Zurg? How do I pronounce it? Right? Zurg? Okay. Zurg. Uh-huh. So we get to see Zurg, but not that cartoony Zurg that we're so used to. We get to see this bad son of a bitch right now, which he kind of like fucking scares me. He kind of like an upgraded Vader. Like, should we just say it like that? Like, he looks bad, dude.
He is menacing.
Yeah, he looks bad, and I'm gonna probably take that wild guess and be like, I guess they just made the toys, for kids, like how they done for Star Wars for kids as well, and kind of made Vader kind of like, Vader's kind of cute and whatever. But when you see Vader in freaking one of these movies, you're like, yeah, no, he's not for kids. No. And
to think, in 1976, when I first saw Vader,
yeah,
I pissed my pants.
Dude, like if you look at him now and stuff like that, you're like, damn, he was such a badass. And especially in which movie was it? Not Rebels. Rogue One. When that last ending scene that he just went all in, boy. I was like, oh yeah. I no, I don't want to mess with the guy. Like the guys that stayed there behind, I felt so bad for them. They had no chance. None.
But
no
okay,
chance at all.
He was really menacing back in the day.
Yes.
Now it's like it's a dude with a remote control on his chest.
Yeah.
That thing has changed.
Oh, no,
Listen,
big time.
I'm mad at this Lightyear trailer because
Why?
it's working really hard to get me to like it.
And I'm pretty sure that you're looking at like, oh, this is nice. No, Willie, no. Stop. Stop it.
I don't want to like it. I'm a curmudgeon. I don't give a shit. I'm a grumpy. I'm grumpier than
And
anybody, including Joe.
You're the grumpiest of
But-
grumps, Willie.
But I'm watching it and it sucks. I'm gonna tell you right now, it sucks. The little
Okay.
robotic cat, he's the one. I look at him and I'm like, I can't hate you. I can't hate you. I want to hate the rest of you, but I
It's the
can't
cat.
hate Socks.
Is the cat.
It's the
Is the
thing.
cat.
He's awesome. I want him. I want to see Baymax petting Socks.
Okay.
If you give me that, my soul will be at ease, and I'll be able to get through the day without having to resort to massive alcoholism.
But look, I'm gonna tell you this much: it's a Pixar movie, so this is gonna be one of those movies that it's gonna be top notch. Everyone has to see it at least 4 times, the same way everybody's watching Spider-Man: No Way Home, because reasons. And speaking about Spider-Man, let's continue on, Willie, because we finally got some updated news that the Spider-Man spinoff is gonna have Kraven the Hunter cast as Russell Crowe. But I was gonna
It's
say
an unknown role.
that's a no. They're saying that he might. Oh yeah, you know what? It's an unknown role. But being that Russell Crowe is already an older gentleman, which we get it. He was awesome in the Gladiator, but they're saying that he might portray as one of the Kraven family type of thing. Like he might be like the father of Kraven the Hunter. So there's a possibility that might happen. What do you think about this, Willie? Like, what are your thoughts about the fact that, you know, we got casted Russell Crowe, great actor. He's a little on the chubby side right now. We get it. But if they put him as one, like Kraven's family member, to be like the father or whatever the case is, what are your thoughts about that? That they could do
Fuck
that
it. Put him as Kraven.
as
You
Kraven?
can put him on the. They can put him on the Marvel workout, which is steroids and a lot of weights.
And boiled chicken. Yes.
Well, I mean, he's got to eat something.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, I don't know. But I just think that Russell Crowe right now to do that role, like, he really needs to convince me. Like, he's been like after Gladiator and a couple other movies, he's been kind of like a downward, like a little slide that you don't really see him too much in other movies. I mean, I could be wrong, or maybe I haven't seen a good movie that had him in has him in it.
He's been in movies.
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
not-
I understand what you're trying to say. That
Yeah.
he doesn't have the Marvel body.
Yeah, that too.
But like I said, nothing that some steroids and boiled chicken can't fix.
Indeed. But I can't wait to hear more about this. And right now, this is actually some great news for at least for the Spider-Man spinoff. So let's see what else happens and what else comes into the news, guys. And also in news, we got DC released the first look at Black Adam, Hawkman, and Dr. Fate, in which anybody can tell me whatever the hell they want. Yes, Hawkman, ooh, awesome, the wings and all that shit. I'm more excited about Dr. Fate. I don't know why.
I'll tell you, when the moment he spoke,
Yeah.
that's Pierce Brosnan.
Yes, that is Pierce.
Like I heard him, that's Pierce Brosnan.
That is Pierce. That is Pierce Brosnan all the way as
Yeah,
Dr.
no,
Fate.
but it's like his voice is unmistakable.
Oh no, big time, dude.
I
But
thought that he was like a regular, just anyday voice. Nah, you hear him and it's like, oh, that's that fucker.
Oh yeah. And oddly enough, it fits perfectly. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him as freaking Dr. Fate. But we do get the privilege of seeing freaking Aldous Hodge as Hawkman. Yeah, Hawkman. And the way that his wings spread, I'm gonna be honest, I got a little chills. I got some cool chills. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we're gonna go that rate. All right, cool. I'm down to see this. But everyone's more excited at the fact that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is gonna be in this movie, and he's gonna be portraying like a hero. But my memory serves me wrong because I don't know too much about Disney. I mean Disney, DC. Sorry, everybody.
That means they're gonna buy it. You just
No,
fucked it up. They're gonna buy it now.
They're gonna no, not that. And then all the DC fandom people are gonna come and kill me because I said Disney to DC. I apologize. I like
coming next
DC.
week. Coming next week, the Miami Geeks podcast starring Uncle Willie because they killed Punisher. Punisher got punished.
But look, I don't know too much about DC, but I do know that I heard or know that Black Adam is the enemy for Shazam. Am I correct?
He's sort of kind of like an enemy of Shazam, but it's complicated.
Okay.
He's like, okay, Cousin Jose said it. He's more like an anti-hero.
Okay.
He's not the heroic type, but he's a hero for his people.
So he's like Venom, in other words.
No,
Kind of.
really.
Kind of.
Not really.
Not the Venom that we know now in the movies. I'm talking about Venom in the comics.
Not
He's
even.
kind of not even.
Not even. Venom's
okay.
just an asshole in the comics. But the whole thing with Black Adam is that he is for his people exclusively.
Okay.
You can think of him as the way Aquaman and even Namor in Marvel are, where it's like, no.
Okay.
My people first.
Okay. I see. Which
So
okay,
yes,
fine.
to them, he's the greatest. Other people might doubt him because it's like he does for his people first. Then again, be careful who you call a hero. If you remember correctly, Thanos thought he was a hero too.
There we go. You know what? You make a very valid point there, Willie. And I'm pretty sure if we have some DC fans out there that are listening to us and Marvel fans, we need to strike up that conversation because it's true. Thanos thought that he was a hero of the galaxy by snapping away half of everybody just to do this cleansing. And
The rest of the universe would hail him as a hero because he solved all their problems.
Indeed. But in our eyes, he was a villain because not only that he snapped away half of everybody, he snapped away half of a lot of people. It could have been a family member. It was a hero. It could have been so much that he snapped away. And we all see him as a damn villain for doing that shit. But still, I don't know how we're going to see Black Adam in this one. But this little trailer, it's not even a trailer for the movie. It's a trailer for a bunch of movies. But for the bits that we saw, I think I'm leaning to the DC movies and see what they're gonna be bringing up. They look pretty good. I'm actually excited for these movies.
I have one problem with the trailer.
What is?
Like you said, it was a trailer for 4 movies.
Yeah.
The 4 movies being a Flashpoint. Well, the Flashpoint, the Batman.
Yep.
Black Adam, and the second Aquaman movie.
Yes.
No Wonder Woman, because they say, okay, the world needs heroes. No Wonder Woman, which makes sense because they're not really actively producing a Wonder Woman 3 yet. No Shazam.
I think they're keeping that one in the wraps because I think we're gonna be seeing more of that in the DC fandom when it happens because it's gonna come
DC
up.
fandom?
Yeah,
It's possible.
Yeah, it's coming soon. I know that for a fact.
I'm just saying.
I just think they're just putting out there the heavy hitters that it's really, got people talking. Because for a fact, everybody wants to see the Batman. And I want to see the Batman. And this is, once I saw the full trailer, I'm like, yeah, I want to see this movie big time now. And of course, Aquaman 2 is a highly talked about movie because everybody wants to see what happens next. And of course, and then we want to see Shazam. Oof. Of course, we want to see Shazam, but they want to put the Black Adam movie because The Rock is in it, and why not? Because The Rock is The Rock, right?
People have been chomping at the bit for more coverage of that. But I'm just saying, okay. Me personally, I would like to see Shazam. I listen. Some people may think differently. I really enjoyed the first movie.
I did too. I thought that movie was amazing, especially when we went for the private screening. I thought it was a great freaking movie, and I had so much fun watching it because I was actually worried when I saw it, thinking the worst. But you know what? It changed me to even liking DC for a couple more comics. Guess what? It convinced me to like him more now, which that's a great thing. And I think if a comic book movie does that to anybody, that's a fantastic thing, and then you can enjoy more of what you want to watch.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when fandom arrives.
No, definitely. When fandom comes out, we're gonna be talking about it because we're gonna cover it like we always do, and we'll bring you all the updates and things about it as soon as possible. So stay tuned. Now, Willie, last thing that we're going to be talking about, which this is a weird blow, is that Marvel's Netflix original shows leave the service on March 1st. So that means all the Marvel shows that Netflix made, it's going away. Now, the real question is, where are they going to go? Are they going to just kind of like delete from existence? Are they going to the Disney Plus, Hulu? I mean, what's happening here? Because if we want to be real about it, all the trailers, or not trailers, all the openings for these shows says Netflix on it. I mean, they could edit it out maybe, but
yeah, they can.
But what's going to happen though?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking they may go to Hulu. But no, details.
Yes.
The license expires March 1st.
Yeah.
Which means that Netflix will no longer be able to host them. Will they go to Hulu? I don't know. They can't be going to Disney Plus. They're not part of the MCU continuity.
Yeah.
So it's going to be kind of a weird fit, especially considering that at the very least, 2 characters from the Netflix Marvel universe have already made appearances in the MCU.
Yeah.
I think we're past the point of saying spoilers, but we'll say it just in case. Spoilers in case.
Just in case.
But Charlie Cox's Daredevil was in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep. And so is Kingpin.
And I was
Kingpin.
getting there.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin was in the Hawkeye series.
Yes.
So they are established in the MCU. I don't think they want to go and show the Netflix shows unless they want to go and say that was in continuity. Which that was always a tricky thing. But real brief, because I want to start drinking.
Oh yeah.
Real brief. The TV series and the movie series at Marvel didn't like each other because of fights between Kevin Feige and Jeff Loeb. The guy who ran Marvel TV was Jeff Loeb. So the shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, all those, they were Marvel adjacent, but they never really fit in. They only have like obscure references to things that happen in the MCU. When Kevin Feige took over everything, he promptly said, fuck all that shit. And so that's why we got Disney Plus and we got the Marvel shows there, the MCU shows there, whereas the Netflix shows are just left to die. I still want to see, well, we have Charlie Cox, so we have Daredevil. I want to see John Bernthal's Punisher.
Yes.
I want to see Kristen Ritter's Jessica Jones.
I agree. Yeah.
And I want to see my man, I forgot his name now, Luke Cage.
Yes. And
I want to see all of them there.
And not all, because we want to leave Danny Tran to another actor, please.
What? Who?
Huh?
Danny Rand?
What?
I've heard that name before. I just don't know where.
I don't know. I picked it up picked it up somewhere in the air. I don't know. But
you gotta be careful, man.
Yes.
You can catch some shit.
No,
you can catch some shit in the air.
Oh, you would. You gotta cover up and shit. But anyways, yes. I think personally the lineup you gave us right there.
Mike Coulter. He was Luke Cage. Sorry.
That's all right. I think he'll be great as Luke Cage again.
I think he was good as Luke Cage.
Cast.
Well, you can't do that because Mahershala Ali, who was yes, exactly. So you can't do that. And then, well, still, I would like to see him.
I mean, still, they could still get another Copperhead and anybody else to play those roles. Just saying, for superhero wise, I think these characters would be just fine in the MCU right now. Perfectly fine, to be honest.
I agree.
But yeah, Willie, I have to say right now, this was an amazing show. And I got to thank all of our audience for just being here with us and having a great time like we always do. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come out with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. And knowing that this is kind of going to be kind of like a Valentine's weekend, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. I know it's going to be on Monday, but still, what can you do on a Monday, So enjoy this weekend. Have an amazing time.
What can you do on a Monday?
Work.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I work.
Monday. I mean, there's people who party on Monday. Miami is the one city who doesn't shut down. Not
That's
even
true.
during the
That's
human
true.
malware.
That is true. But you know,
Remember-
for those that you know, they're like, oh God, Monday's a busy work week and stuff. I get them. You know, they're gonna be like, you know, why they're gonna go out and fight somebody for a restaurant on a Monday when they can do everything like right now and just kind of like get out of the way and relax, have an enjoyable weekend, a Valentine's weekend with their loved ones.
Remember that Miami is the city that got opened up from the lockdown thanks
Yeah.
to a strip club. All right.
Yeah.
Tootsie's opened up Miami.
I've
That's
heard
not even a fucking lie. Look it up. Tootsie's opened up Miami. But look, y'all have a very safe and wonderful Valentine's Day weekend.
Yes.
Get yours in. I will be in the theater with two very, very, very good female friends watching a movie I don't give a shit about, Marry Me, because they threaten my life.
Well, that is a thing.
And
Ladies
I
gentlemen-
mentioned they are good friends.
Yeah, indeed they are. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, we'll see you guys on Monday. And yeah, take care. See you later. Peace.
Bye.